Morning, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us, for getting up bright and early. It's nice to see you. My name's Randy Ford from the tournament staff. We'd like to welcome you to the 17th playing, believe it or not, of the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. Thank you. As most of you know, this ceremony is how we begin our professional competition every year. It reminds us of the primary reason that we stage this event. The countless children and families that are affected by cancer. And we're proud to announce this year that we've reached a milestone, more than $25 million donated. This is the first shot to fight cancer. And our honorary starter and our patient champion this year is an impressive young man, and he's overcome a whole lot of challenges. And before I tell you his story, I'd like to introduce Reed Zupantz. Reed was 2, and Mom noticed a bump on his head. Family doctor said it was fatty tissue and nothing to worry about. And some time went by, and eventually they did have the bump removed. And then more time went by, and the bump grew back. And after that, a couple other bumps grew back. And now it was a deeper dive and more testing. And then the message comes to the family, we're sorry, we've made a mistake, Reed has cancer. And from there it was straight to Nationwide Children's Hospital. And by then he was 5. The diagnosis, epithelioid hemangioendothelioma. Did I get that right? Good.
Epithelioid hemangioendothelioma.
I knew I wouldn't get it right. It's extremely rare vascular cancer, and it typically affects blood vessels in the lining of the liver and the lungs. In Reed's case, it was even more rare because of the area of the growth in his head. Over the course of the next 2 or 3 years, Reed and his family spent countless days and nights at Nationwide Children's Hospital. He went through 6 months of chemotherapy, more than 15 surgeries. He had tumors removed, lymph nodes removed, a lung biopsy. He had skin grafts. And even today, Reed still gets annual blood draws and scans. This cancer is so rare that there's really not a definitive treatment or cure for it. So there's a little bit of a gray area. But he's doing great, and he's obviously thriving. He was little when he and his family went through the most challenging of his treatment times, and he admits he doesn't remember a whole lot about those days, but he does recall a few things. Not fondly, he recalls the disinfectant smell of the hospital. Thinks he has a little anxiety when he runs across that smell today. He remembers the plastic surgical masks that went over his face every time that he went into surgery. And most fondly, what he remembers is the comforting hands of the oncology nurses that were there every single time that he woke up from surgery. Reed is 16 years old, and he is a junior at Buckeye Valley High School, and he goes to college full time. He wants to study overseas, so he wants to study biochemistry in Wales and then embark on medical school in the field of neuroscience. 16's way different today than when I was 16 years old. We'd like to recognize the tireless love and the countless sacrifices of his parents, Lanny and Rudy, and thank you for being with us this week. Reed has an older brother, and he has a younger sister. And every year at this ceremony, we were reminded how fortunate we are in Central Ohio for the dedication and the compassion and the expertise of that wonderful staff at Nationwide Children's Hospital. So with that, it's time to make the 17th tournament official. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our honor it's our distinct pleasure to call to the first tee at the 2023 Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship from Delaware, Ohio, Reed Zupance. Nicely done. That's good enough. Good job. You're nervous, aren't you? We've got 2 more orders of business, folks. First, we're having a charity breakfast in our 18th Hospitality Club. Right after the ceremony is over, we invite all of you to join us for breakfast, where we'll talk about our charitable mission just a little bit more. And last but not least, and most importantly, we have a special presentation, and for that, my pleasure to introduce the Associate Vice President of Sports Marketing at Nationwide. Please welcome Jim McCoy. Jim.
Thanks, Randy. I think this gets harder to make my remarks after hearing your story, telling and Reed's story here. But one of the many reasons Nationwide is so proud to be a part of this event is the way we kick off this tournament every single year. We've been a part of the relationship for all 17 events, and just love the impact that this tournament has at Nationwide Children's Hospital. Nationwide's had a 60-plus year relationship with the hospital. We've dedicated a lot of our sports marketing assets to help support fundraising as well as driving awareness for all the great work that's being done. But definitely my favorite part of our relationship is celebrating our patient champions like Reed here. It's an opportunity to help celebrate their story, tell their story, and kind of reward them for their journey through the hospital. Reed, you've inspired Nationwide, but more importantly, inspired thousands of current patients still being treated at Nationwide Children's Hospital. And for that inspiration, we would like to present to you a $10,000 college scholarship. Congratulations. Sounds like he's already ahead of the college realm at 16, so congratulations.
It's time for pictures. Come on out. Family and friends, come on out.